Leading local today, keeping the air in your home clean and safe to breathe is a necessity. But living away from cities and rural parts of the state is not enough. Some air quality issues are invisible and a big problem, even in North Dakota. And without knowing, the air you breathe in your home could contain dangerous levels of radon. KX News' Adrian Oglesby tells us more about that.
Radon is a colorless, odorless radioactive gas. It is created during the natural breakdown of uranium within the soil and rock.
In North Dakota, we have a lot of uranium in our soil, and we don't know it's there.
That is why our state ranks so high compared to the other states as it relates to the exposure and harms of radon. If not monitored, it could pose several problems for our families.
Radon, the only thing that it's known to cause at this time is lung cancer, but it's the number 2 cause of lung cancer. And if you're a non-smoker, it's the number 1 cause of lung cancer.
So what is mitigation? How can we limit our exposure to radon, and how does it work?
When a contractor is talking about mitigating a home, that's basically installing a system that, in layman's terms, ends up pulling air from underneath your house and exhausting that to the outside. You're pretty much creating a negative air pressure underneath the house, and that's what gets rid of the radon.
A common misconception about mitigating radon is that it's very expensive. Experts say it does cost a bit, but compared to the damage radon can cause, they say it's worth it. Radon mitigation typically costs between $700 and $1,200, but the cost can reach as much as $3,000 for a large home or property with multiple foundations, according to Home Advisor. Otto tells us there is another revolving myth associated with radon as well.
People think if they don't have a basement that they're not going to have radon.
Otto says anywhere your home touches the soil, you are at risk of radon exposure. And we're not just talking about residential homes either. The state even tests around 25 to 30 schools a year for radon, using about 200 kits per school. Radon is not a deal breaker in a home, work building, or school, but it is best to test and mitigate to save yourselves and your loved ones. Reporting for KX News, I'm Adrian Oglesby.
January is National Radon Action Month. The Department of Environmental Quality gives out around 700 free test kits. Testing should happen every 2 to 3 years, even with mitigation systems in place.